Hi there, Dr. David once again, and I have to tell you, after the free teleclass that I did last week or so, I've probably received about 10, 12, maybe even 15 questions all around the subject of beliefs. Dr. Andrew asked about if I could go into a little bit more detail about how to confront your beliefs. And I had a really thorough question from Dr. Peterson that I'll just read you the question. It's a long one, but I'll probably just read parts of it. She says that many of us don't even know where our limiting beliefs are. Many of them are subconscious, but one thing I know for sure, if we're not willing to be, then the limiting beliefs are there. Do you know of a resource, or do you plan something in the future that will be a systematic approach to discovering and changing our conscious and subconscious limiting beliefs? I know you said go to work on your beliefs, but if we don't even know what they are, that's going to be a challenge. And she goes on to say, is there any way you can help us with that? And again, I had a dozen or so questions like this. So let me try, in the context of this forum of 5 minutes or less, to answer Andrew and Dr. Peterson's and hopefully your question as well. I talked about the power of beliefs, and this is a concept that I really hope you dig. I mean dig into, because it really does dictate how you behave. If you want something different in your practice, you want more money, you want more prosperity, you want more respect, you want more freedom, you want less stress, then those are all effects of behavior, of doing something. You know, the be, do, have. Those are the haves. And you have to do something. But when you study psychology and you really get to understand people, you do things based upon what you believe to be true at a conscious and even a subconscious level. So I tore into that on this call, and these questions I've gotten are in response to that, saying, well, that's cool, but how do we know if they're subconscious? How do we know they're there? And I am really going to go into some serious detail on this because it deserves it. Again, I can't do it in this form. It's just not what it's for. Otherwise, I'd never get through this. But I'll tell you this. The fruit, you know, I think there's a saying, judge the tree by the fruits. They say that about parents. They say that about your friends and your circle that you hang around. And I think the same thing can be said about beliefs. If you're wondering where you might be stuck, where you might have disempowering beliefs in your life, then look at the fruits. Look at the product. What's going on in your life right now? If you have lack, let's say financially, then step back and dig into, what do I believe about money? What is it? Where does it come from? What does it mean? What does it allow? And you'll find a lot of crazy things that start coming up in your mind. Tell me if you don't hear mothers, fathers, teachers, and preachers saying, you know, money doesn't grow on trees. What do you think, we're rich? That's what the people on that side of the tracks do. You're going to hear all these things. Those are your subconscious beliefs coming to the surface, and they are dictating the way you behave. You may feel like the people that are wealthy, inside and outside of chiropractic, but within chiropractic, are ripping people off. That they've had to do something because you haven't been able to do it. Look, you want to protect yourself. So you've developed a subconscious belief that they must be doing something wrong, and damn it, I'm not going to do that. And you now are fulfilling your prophecy. So if you've got a lack there, take a look. If you've got a lack of new patients, think about what that might signify. What kind of beliefs could possibly, you don't even know if you have them, but what kind of beliefs could possibly lead to that? What do you believe a new patient is all about? Do you believe you need them or they need you? Do you believe their work, or is it a blessing and a pleasure and an opportunity to see new patients? Do you believe that they need to see you and that you're the best in the world? That you will be able to absolutely help them increase the quality of their life? Do you have a problem keeping staff or getting really, really good teams to surround you? Then back up and say, what could potentially, not suggesting you have a belief issue there, but what could potentially be causing that? Look at your personal relationships. You know, men always cheat, right? And women are a pain in the ass, right? Those are commonly held watered down beliefs that drive behavior of people. And look around, 50% of people end up in divorce. Why? Well, because we believe that that's okay. We believe that that's normal. We believe that all these things that add up to that time are just how it goes. And you know what? I chose a long time ago not to believe that stuff. And I filled myself with positive beliefs, completely different beliefs. And, I got to tell you something. If you can do that in your relationships, in your business, with your new patients, with your team, with your consciousness about money, and your consciousness about success and time and reputation and all these things, that is a place to start. That's how you begin, Andrew, to confront your beliefs. And Dr. Peterson, again, I could go on for hours, and I will. I'm sure I'm going to put together a program about this because it's that important. But if you don't know what they are, you have to go find them. And the best way, in fact, maybe the only way I know of, is to look at the results of your life and then step back and say, well, what could possibly be causing that? Be a chiropractor, be a doctor of cause, and find out for you in your life what is causing the things you have and what is causing the things you don't have. Best to you.